What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Dylan Matthews back at it again with the Hometown Take Podcast, episode 26, coming at you right now. Hope you all are doing well. It's been a minute since I heard from y'all. Been doing other things out here, trying to build a brand and whatnot. But I gotta stay true to my own thing that I created, the Hometown Take Podcast. So I'm back to talk to y'all today. And I got a couple things I want to talk to y'all about. A few things. As a matter of fact, the Hawks got some stuff going on. They're in some news, trade rumors as well, stuff we're going to get to. The Braves, I want to see some more from them before the season gets going. I want to really see them acquire one more guy. And if they acquire that one more guy, I'm going to say we're winning the World Series hands down. We're going to talk about that. But first things first, I want to talk about the Atlanta Falcons and some moves and decisions they have made already. Vic Beasley is no longer an Atlanta Falcon. Well, technically, he's still an Atlanta Falcon until, his contract goes up and all that good stuff, hoop, blah, 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 blah. But the Falcons came out today and said they are not going to extend Vic Beasley. They're not going to try to come to terms with a new contract for the first-round draft pick out of Clemson. And I like the decision. I mean, Vic's a good guy, but the production just wasn't there. Period. Period, Pooh. It just wasn't there. I mean, you guys know the numbers. They've been beat to death like a dead horse. First year, 4 sacks, you can look past it. Like, okay, it's his first year trying to get used to the NFL, trying to be more than just a speed rusher. Got to come up with some moves. Okay, this, that, the third. We gave him an excuse. Year 2, he goes off. 15 and a half sacks, 6 forced fumbles, a fumble recovery. He looked great. We made it to the Super Bowl. Like, okay, this is the Vic we can expect now. Okay, that first year was just a fluke, and now Vic's coming into his own. All right, we got ourselves a pass rusher. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But next year, only 5 sacks. And the year after that, 5 sacks again. So now, instead of that first year looking fluky, it was that great second year where he led the NFL in sacks looking fluky. So now we're like, uh-oh, this might not be good for us. So rumors coming into this season that, Vic Beasley probably ain't going to be back unless he leads the NFL in sacks again, or at least has like 13 sacks or something like that. He definitely got to make it to the double digits, and maybe even 10 won't get him back on the Falcons team. What does he do this season? Started off slow, but came on towards the end of the season, especially when the Falcons were making that run. But only finished with 8 sacks. And Vic, that ain't going to cut it to stay on this team, partner. I'm sorry. We'll see you later. Wish y'all the best, but it just ain't working out between you and I. Just ain't working out between you and the Falcons. And maybe a new place will help re-jump his career. Maybe just going in a different location will help. I mean, it's happened to guys before. They go to a new place, they thrive. So, wishing all the best for Vic. Hope he does well, just not against us. I don't want him sacking Matt Ryan a whole bunch and him, getting his revenge on us. But we'll see where Vic ends up. Somebody will probably pay him a good number. Somebody probably give him a nice little meal, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens with Vic Beasley, but I like it for the Atlanta Falcons. You cut those ties. It had to be done. Now you go focus on finding an edge rusher in the draft or possibly free agency, or shoot, maybe both. Because the biggest weakness in the Atlanta Falcons defense right now, the Atlanta Falcons overall, you can't get to the quarterback effectively or consistently. And you gotta be able to do that. We saw the teams that made it to the Super Bowl, the 49ers, Kansas City Chiefs. What What did the 49ers do so well? Play great defense, and they protected Jimmy Garoppolo. Now, Patrick Mahomes and them boys was too good for them. And even the Chiefs, they invested in their defense. And what happened? They're Super Bowl champions. When you invest your money in the right places, in the trenches, you come away with trophies. The trenches wins the game. You control both sides of the line of scrimmage. You win a lot of football games and possibly even a Lombardi trophy. Falcons, get that offensive line together, which they have invested into last year, probably again this year. They did it in the draft and in free agency last year, talking about the offensive line with Carpenter, Jamon Brown, also obviously Caleb McGarry and Chris Lindstrom. So, okay, you did that. Great. Offensive line is looking better. Still need a left guard, but the right side, they went through their rookie struggles, which is going to happen, but we'll give them time to develop, and they look like they can be formidable. I don't know. I don't know if they'll make it to a Pro Bowl or not. It's too early to tell, but anywho, the right side looks like it's pretty good. Jake Matthews, we know he's solid. Get us a left guard. Offensive line could be squared away, and now you need to pay attention to the defensive line. Get you a pass rusher. Get you somebody that can go next to Grady, so Grady isn't getting double teamed and all that stuff, so Grady can cause more havoc in the middle. He can have some help, and we need some help on the outside getting to the freaking quarterback. That's what we need. So Falcons, please listen to this, and please fix it. Thank you. All right, moving on. The Braves may have made some moves this offseason, have made some good moves this offseason, I believe. Got Cole Hamels. Also, they might try out Felix Hernandez. They signed him to a one-year minor league deal. So King Felix is in the ATL officially. We'll see if he makes the roster. Could be. I mean, it's a low-risk, high-reward for the Braves getting King Felix. So I like that move. Cole Hamels shores up the starting rotation. Like that move. Now you got, obviously, a pretty good starting rotation in Hamels. Also in Sean Newcomb. Got Max Fried. Got Folty. Got Soroka, obviously. All-Star game participant. And you got a pretty sure the bullpen now. We got Melanson. We got Chris Martin. We got Shane Green. So we got some arms now. Darren O'Day came on towards the end of last year. Once he's healthy, looks like he'll be right. So you got the pieces in the pen and in the starting rotation. Looks like you got the pitching pretty much sorted out. Looks like the pitching is pretty much straight. Looks like the pitching is pretty much there. But we got one thing we kind of need to address. And Alex Anthopoulos during Chop Fest kind of addressed it. But I hope with this other news breaking that we get Chris Bryant. Chris Bryant did not win his grievance deal for his arbitration. He didn't win his arbitration case, meaning that the Cubs get another year of control for Chris Bryant, and there have been rumors that they're looking to trade Chris Bryant. Now that this is the case, they'll probably look more into that. Now this is a done deal, and Chris Bryant can't be a free agent until the end of 2021, and a good landing spot that has already been talked about through many sources and outlets is none other than the Atlanta Braves. Austin Riley, fire out the gate, but struggled down the stretch. I get, you could throw him in there. You could go between him and Camargo, let them battle it out for the position. But the Braves are trying to win now. And if you want to win now, and you want to seal your spot as a top team in not only the National League, not only in the NL East, But in Major League Baseball, you make this move, Alex Anthopoulos and the Braves staff and the Braves front office. You make this move and you go get Kris Bryant. Why? Because do you know how dangerous that is? Oh, and you already got Marcell Ozuna. Like that move too. Can't forget about that. Like the Ozuna move. Definitely gives you some depth out there in the outfield. Now you got Acuna. Obviously Ozuna can switch between who you want in the outfield. You got Ender out there too. Got Markakis, obviously. So, you got some depth in the outfield now. Third base, Austin Riley Camargo. Good options. Okay, yeah, that's cool. But you add a guy like Kris Bryant, who last year, 31 home runs, 282 batting average, 77 RBIs. And you got to think, if he was on the Braves, how many other guys would be on base? You got Freddie, Acuna, Ozzy, Dansby's coming into his own really now. I think Dansby's gonna have an amazing year. I think Dansby's gonna be an all-star this year, to be honest. Just want to throw that bone out there real quick. We got weapons. Ozuna, you know how many guys are gonna be on base probably for Kris Bryant every time he comes up to bat? Probably at least one or two people on base for Bryant. And you guys can hit 31 home runs, some pop in that bat. Pfft. Think about this. Think about your lineup being something like this. Acuna leading off. Ozzy, Dansby, whoever you want to hit second. Freddie Freeman hitting third. Ozuna hitting cleanup. You could put Kris Bryant in the fifth spot. Or you could shift some guys back. You could do this. Acuna first. Kris Bryant second. Freddie Freeman third. Ozuna fourth, or put Ozuna in the second spot and Kris Bryant in the cleanup spot. You have so many options. The possibilities are endless. The possibilities are endless if you get Kris Bryant. Now, you give up some pieces if you trade for him, obviously. Camargo probably goes away. Maybe even Ender. But it's worth it. The Braves are trying to win now. You got to make those moves if you want to win now, Braves. So, listen to me clearly and make that move. Get Kris Bryant by almost any means necessary. I don't think you should give up Christian Pache or, your highly, highly touted prospects. But some of them, lower, mid-tier prospects, let them go. You're trying to win now. Your time is now. And not only if you get Kris Bryant, you're set up to win now, you're set up to win for the future. Kris Bryant's still a young dude. Acuna's young, Ozzy's young, Dansby's young. Freddie's not a senior citizen. He's still got some years left. You have got a window for about 5 to 6 good solid years. If you land Kris Bryant, sign him to an extension, you're making a run every year. In position to win the World Series every single year. You got those young guns in not only starting, but in the bullpen too? What? Get Kris Bryant, Braves. You guys get Kris Bryant, y'all will win the World Series this year. Book it. Book it. But y'all got to make that move. Alex Anthopoulos, you haven't disappointed me so far. Like the Hamels move, like the Ozuna move. I'm just asking you for one more, buddy. I'm just asking you for one more, and that's Kris Bryant. Or, there's other elite third basemen out there you could do. Nolan Arenado might be out of the question, but, somebody, please. So, we'll see what the Braves do. We'll see. And, Alex Anthopoulos, again, said in Chopfest, they're not done yet. They're not going to make any bad deals, but they're still out there looking. So, I believe in you, GM, AA. I know you'll get it done. I know you'll make the right decision. It's only a matter of time. So, excited for this upcoming Brave season. We'll see what they do the rest of the off season. Now, finally, the Hawks have been all up in the news as of these past couple weeks, past month. First things first. My boy Trae Young, an all-star starter. That man's an all-star starter. That is what's up, man. Ice Trae the gang. Ice Trae the gang. He deserves it too, man. Been balling out, averaging 29 points a game. Third, almost second in scoring in the NBA. All the NBA. Not just these, all the NBA. Average about 9 assists per game, too. Been throwing out a lot of dimes lately. I mean, the vision is unbelievable. We know the range is unbelievable. Trae, his range is, he got in the gym range. As soon as he stepped in the gym, he in range to get you, to splash you. So shout out to Trae Young, man. All-star starter. You love to see it. But not only that, news broke not too long ago. He's going to be in the three-point contest as well. I mean, you got to do it, Trae. You got to participate in something. You're a starter. Go ahead and dominate in that three-point contest. You know, you hope, obviously, you hear the rumors about, some people, it throws off their three-point shooting. But, Trae, he's going to, even if, hopefully that doesn't happen. But even if it does, you got to believe he's going to shoot enough shots in his first game back. When the regular season kicks back up after the All-Star break, he's going to shoot enough shots to get himself out of whatever funk he might have himself in. But I don't think it'll happen to Trae anyway. That's just how crazy good of a shooter he is. But you know who I'm rooting for in the three-point contest. Go ahead, splash him down, Trae. Yes, sir. So excited about that. But the Hawks looking to make some serious moves as well. Don't look now. But we are in the rumors. Per Woj, Woj, the Woj bombs. He comes correct with his information. So Adrian Wojnarowski continuously reporting that the Hawks, also now the Celtics and some other teams, are looking into trade deals to get old Clint Capella from the Houston Rockets, as the Rockets are looking to get an impact wing player to make this run into the playoffs. Also, weeks before then, maybe even a month now, Hawks were in serious talks to get Andre Drummond, big man out in Detroit, but those talks have kind of fallen off. Also, Hawks looking into getting Steven Adams as well. So, Hawks know what they need. They need a big man. Need a big man who can get in there and rebound, muck up some things in there, get some second chance points and putbacks. Obviously, Trae, another person that throws some alley-oops too as well, can run the floor with him. That's important too, being able to run the floor, because at first, I really wanted Andre Drummond. You think about this. This is my thought process when I thought about Andre Drummond on the Hawks. I loved it. Get Andre Drummond. You can slow the game down if you want to. Throw it in the post. Andre get his points that way. Can pick a pop too. He's got a nice little jumper. Can handle the ball just a little bit. Just a little bit. Pretty good for a big man. But throw that ball down in the post. Let him go to work. If it's back to the basket in the paint, obviously he's going to get some rebounds, block some shots. I love that thought. Still like it a lot, but I was talking to some guys over at 92.9 The Game, the radio station I work for. They were telling me they like Clint Capella more, and I was like, huh, why? Clint, obviously a good rebounder, but not that great of a scorer. But you think about it, we don't really need that much scoring, and I knew that off rip, but you just know, take some pressure off Trae, and then when people try and collapse in on Andre Drummond, if they do, that's going to be an open guy right there. Kick out the shooters like Kevin Huerter, DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish, Trae Young. So, thinking about all that, I was like, oh, man, I would really love to have Andre Drummond on this team. We need to make that move. But I would love the Clint Capella and even the Steven Adams move. Not as much the Steven Adams move, but definitely Clint. Because he can definitely run the floor better than Andre Drummond. Now, he lacks offense. He lacks a little offense. Not as savvy in the offensive game as Andre Drummond is. But still going to get you hustle points. Still going to gobble up some offensive rebounds. Get you a lot more second chance points. Going to block some shots as well. Protect the rim, which is what the Hawks really need. Boils down to it, the Hawks really just need a person who can run the floor. A big man who can run the floor with Trae. Get out there in the fast break. Be there as an alley-oop option or just an option in general. and somebody who's going to rebound the basketball consistently and very, very well, and somebody who can protect the rim, block shots. That's what you need in a big man if you're the Hawks. Be able to run the floor effectively, rebound effectively, offensive and defensively, and get you some second chance points and block some shots. Protect that rim. And Clint Capella can do that very well. Andre Drummond can do that very well. Steven Adams can even do that very well. And they also have their own little things they're good at as well. So, I would love any three of those guys to be an Atlanta Hawk. But especially either Andre Drummond or Clint Capella. No shade, Steven. Just no shade. But just speaking the truth. So, that's in the news. That's in the works for the Atlanta Hawks. Trade deadline Thursday. We'll see what they do. It's exciting stuff, man. Exciting stuff. So to recap, Falcons, moving on from Vic Beasley. Good move. It was time. The numbers weren't there. He needs a new place. Refresh his career, hopefully. And the Hawks need to find a real edge rusher. No shade. Just, it's in the numbers. It's in the numbers. Braves, get Chris Bryant. Period. Make it happen. Period. Hawks, Trae Young. Have fun in Chicago, my boy. Go win that three-point contest and go have fun in the All-Star game. All-Star starter, Trae Young. And Travis Schlenk, I would very much like to see either Andre Drummond or Clint Capella on this team. And I have a good feeling you're going to make one of those happen. Maybe even Steven Adams, too. Fun, exciting times here in Atlanta sports. I still believe all our teams are heading in the right direction. So, we're going to see what happens, man. We're on this journey together. And we're going to keep riding the wave. Oh, and also, if you didn't know, quick thing, SunTrust and BB&T have merged. So now SunTrust Park for the Atlanta Braves is now called Truist Park. Fun fact that I'll leave you with. But until next time, guys, make sure you like this video. Tell your friends about the podcast. Trying to spread the brand. We trying to go global, international, you feel me? So like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends about the podcast. Share this video around too. Until next time, peace.